Well, I had come out of a divorce, and it was hard. I had 2 kids. I had lost everything, cars, money, and it was really difficult. It was really, really hard. And I figured, you know what, it's never gonna happen again. Things are not gonna turn around for me.
It's really hard coming from a low-income family and raising 2 young children. And you see it out there. You see what other people have and you want it really bad, but you never know where to go.
For hardworking families right here in Orange County, the idea of owning a home seems out of reach, impossible. And as housing prices go up, the number of people with the means to get into their first home goes down. And that's bad news for all of us, because statistics prove that homeowners are good for neighborhoods.
There's a noticeable pride of ownership, and that lawns are taken care of and houses are taken care of with a greater degree than just an investor would have in having rental property.
They become part of the community very directly. They have a real stake in it. They vote. Their children do better in school. The communities they live in where they own homes are safer. There's less crime.
Most of all, it has an impact on the family, that we find that getting people into home ownership not only improves the financial stability of that family, but it will for future generations of that family. That building equity in a home, building wealth, creates the opportunity for education, starting a business.
So all of the good things that we want for all of us happen when people own homes.
That's why since 1977, Neighborhood Housing Services of Orange County has been revitalizing neighborhoods, refurbishing properties, and helping low and moderate income families realize the American dream.
Our ability to work with just an incredible number of families that live in this community and to prepare them for home ownership it's stirring. In the last nationwide campaign, we were 8th in the nation in getting folks into their first house, and you have to feel really good about an organization that can do that.
NHS provides programs that help create stronger, more vibrant communities. With the help of advisory committees made up of local residents, they've sponsored neighborhood pride days, festivals, street fairs, safety events. The neighborhood schools get involved. The fire and police departments pitch in. Insurance representatives, bankers, local business people, and other nonprofit groups participate as well, helping residents meet common goals and make their community a better place to live. But it all starts by getting families into homes. Families like the Russells, who didn't mind renting until their kids came along.
It's a security, I guess. You want to make sure that they have a home to grow up in, you know, that place of comfort to come home to. And
stability.
Yeah, stability.
We want to be able to have the backyard they can play in and, you know, the good schools and, you know, start to look at things like that.
But planning to buy a home and actually doing it are often 2 different things.
You know, when you start thinking about, you know, money down and percentages and closing costs and all that stuff, you're just like, yikes, it's a lot of work, and it can be pretty scary.
So Justin and Danielle turned to NHS, where a friendly counselor not only gave them information, but compassion.
It was kind of nice to know that, you know, we're not just going to show up and just fill out paperwork and, you know, and then, oh, we'll get back to you later. It was, you know, right off the bat, it was, hey, you know, we're going to see what we can do to help you out.
That help comes in a number of forms. A big component is education.
There's a lot of knowledge that people have to be able to own a home. They have to understand how to acquire credit. Oftentimes they have to deal with bad credit, and they have to be able to change that.
We pull a credit report on their behalf and go through it line by line. If there's anything on there that is outstanding, if there's something on there that that's not theirs, and which is often the case, they have to get those things cleaned up. If they have bills that are back due, then they have to get those bills paid and get letters from the creditors saying that this has been satisfied, and that you know, it's a time-consuming, detailed process but it's necessary and it pays off.
In many cases, we're even able to help them save through some special programs so that they can get a down payment. And then we have programs to provide seconds and a whole lot of things that enable people to get to the point where they can actually own a home.
We have a wonderful partnership with the lenders. Most of the major lenders cooperate with us and actually support